Mm. Hello, I hope everyone is alright. I tried to do this video yesterday, but I was having problems with the sound, with the image, with everything. So I'm gonna give it a go now, but I'm gonna do the whole mix live. I'm gonna just kind of simulate it because I already did it yesterday. So first thing, to prime a wood with rabbit skin glue, we're gonna do a size, which is rabbit skin glue. This is in grain, but you can buy tablets. You can buy it already mixed, but it can rotten quite easily. But I guess they will put things. So they recommend a proportion of 70 to 1,000, which is 70 to a liter, 70 grams. But for wood, you can go up to 10 parts to a liter, yeah, 2,000. So I will put this here. That's 100. And then we put it in a glass or in a pot, in a place that we can put on the baño Maria again. Bain-Marie. Bain-Marie. So that means we put it in a glass pot. This, which is 100, with a liter, which is 2 pint glasses, pretty much. It's better if you use hot water and you mix it in that container. You can leave it overnight, or you can leave it for a while, or you can put it directly, as I'm doing here, in this, I'm going to show it. You can do it directly as I'm going to show here. Yeah, so this has been boiling. This is in Spanish is baño María, bain Marie, I don't know, Mary's bath. So it's a container, boiling water, inside another container that doesn't melt. This is glass, with the solution of the rabbit skin glue on the water. So even though the water around is boiling, the inside doesn't, and it becomes, it dissolves. If we did it directly, the glue loses its properties, and it's not as good. Okay, so when it dries, it goes as a jelly. Now it's nice and dissolved. It's quite thick, but it's good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for a little bit, because another thing that we're gonna do today is dammar varnish for egg temper. So that the proportion is dammar varnish. You do one of these are rocks like crystal, resin from a tree. So one proportion of this again 100 grams. Yeah, for if it was for varnish, you will use ratio 1 to 3. For egg temper, it's better to make it a little bit stickier, and we will use 1 to 2. So this again, you put it in a glass container. Sorry, no. It comes with impurities, the resin, you can see. Yeah, you can see that it has got like, inside the resin, there is a little, little impurities. So it's better to put it in this kind of fabric, like bandage, or to put it in something that doesn't lose its color with bleach or anything. So you can use like a cotton cloth, you can use something like that. So I have done that with a cotton cloth. As I said, I have already done it. So I'm just trying to show a bit how it looks. So you make a nice satchel, a little ball with it. You tie it up completely, put it like this. And then this, you will put it again in a glass container. If it is one part, you use 2 parts, the same proportion with turpentine. And this thing doesn't go to the bottom, just stay kind of there. Yeah, overnight it kind of goes, it dissolves. All the kind of impurities stay in the cloth, and the dammar varnish stay nice and clean. So that's one thing. I put it back there. I'll show you later. So let's get rid of things. So if we did use 100 grams of dammar resin, we use 200 milliliters of turpentine. Turpentine and water, I think is like a kilo weights, a liter weights a kilo. Some other materials they don't, but water and turpentine, I think they do. In any case, it doesn't need to be super accurate, and you can, as to work with it, you can make it better and better. So I'm gonna get this off here if it is not too hot. And that mix I was telling you with the dammar. I'm gonna put it on the same bath. I'm gonna put it on the fire. It's better to have the bottle closed so the turpentine doesn't evaporate. So you have the same content of turpentine. It's there on the fire. Let's see. So we want to prime this. It's just an old piece of wood. It's not perfect or anything, but it's small enough to have it here. The first coat, we'll do this rabbit skin glue, just size. It's not priming. This is to kind of try to get the pores as sealed as possible. So we let the brush quite full, and we let the wood kind of suck it. So this first coat has to be really well dry. Like 24 hours, it depends on the weather. There are 24 hours to be on the safe side. So let's go always in the same direction with the grain. And this is size. You put paint on this already. One is dry. But it's better if we prime it. So for priming, we're gonna use the rabbit skin glue, and we're gonna do this tomorrow. We're gonna use one size of this rabbit skin glue, the same amount of zinc white, and the same amount of chalk, Egyptian, or lithophane. Something to make it. What we want with the zinc white is to make it very white, so the paint will have like inner luminosity, because the oil colors will dry semi-transparent. So if we have got a white background, the painting will gain in luminosity. Yeah, so this is ready. I'm gonna prepare another one, but not here now. So I leave this here. The dammar varnish. Dammar varnish is here. This is messy because now I could use some kind of a tool to don't get dirty. But now what we want is to kind of dry this cloth and kind of use as much. You see, this was quite full. And right now there is hardly any resin left there. It's just the impurities. So this is a good mix for making a tempera. It's 1 part of resin, 2 of turpentine. As I said, for a varnish, it would be 3 parts. All this rabbit skin glue, all these resins that have been used from I don't know, since antiquity, rabbit skin glue. You have to imagine, I don't know, if you are living in a cave and you are eating an egg and your hands get dirty, you realize that's sticky, you touch the ground, from the ground you go to the wall, and that kind of pigment will stay on the wall. So we have got all cave paintings, like 40, 50,000 years old. I don't know if they use it with urine. I don't know if they use rabbit skin glue, you know, from eating fish, from eating eggs. You always need a glue to kind of paint. I don't exactly know what they use in the cave, but this is a very, very ancient, old kind of method. It's just an egg. You can mix it with vinegar, you can mix it with dammar, you can mix it with many different kind of things. So let me try do it. Why not again? So we get an egg. We crack it. This I always try to do it, but I never get it right. So I start passing it from one to the other to get the yolk out. You know, to just have only the yellow bit that is the strongest one. Now with the finger we can just take the skin if we want and remove it. Sometimes you let it go, and then you put it back. Oops. This with vinegar, that's how would you use it on paper, and how would you paint on old ancient books and stuff, like, you know, when they do this little lettering at the beginning. I'm gonna use the whole thing. So it's 1 full egg, same amount of dammar varnish, so it's 1/2 and another half, and then it will be double the amount of water. So we shake first the egg and the varnish. If you're not going to use it right away, it's better to kind of leave it like this in the fridge. Once you put the water, it will deteriorate and rotten easier. But I'm going to use it right away, so we need the water. So we say double the amount. So it will be 4 half eggs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as I said, these have been used forever. I mean, the Romans, yeah, medieval painting, different kind of mixture and stuff, but this is one of the most kind of old mediums for paint. I don't have anything to clean here. Okay, we get rid of this. This is ready for mixing it with pigment. You can mix it in small quantities or big quantities. I like to mix maybe all this content or half of it with the colors I'm going to use. Make a white, make a black, start doing underpainting or a gray. And I don't know, that's like, let's see, just for the sake of trying. Use titanium white. Hello, Brian. So with this, it makes very easy. It's much easier to mix than oil paint. But with this, you can start painting on white. What surface do I have with this color? I don't know. Added some. Yeah, it's a very, very nice temper. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it. This one I just wanted to have it ready for painting myself. So I thought I show you how I make it. Other thing, yeah. I have got this burner. Is it burner? Solder. Sorry, solderer. And I have got this perspex sheet. 10-year guarantee. I found them. Yeah. So as a test with the solderer for doing intaglio painting, this has been warming up, so it's very nice and hot. And you can start drawing. It's like an etching, but we are making with a perspex and with a solderer. So it's much cleaner. You don't need to work with acids. You don't need to work with fumes. And you have to be careful because this is hot and you can burn. So I will work on the other side. It's just a demonstration. Then we will ink it, put ink all over, and then clean the plate. And just the areas that has been scratched, those are the ones that are gonna keep the ink in, and we will print it. This is like a printing lesson that we will do. I'm just telling you what I am using so you can get something similar. In the next few days, I will do a test. I'm waiting for printing paper. I have got the inks. I have got the roller. And I don't have a press, but I will do it pressing with this. An experiment. I don't know. I need to do some tests. So I thought to make them online. And that's it. Etching with metal plates. What? Cushioning what? You know, like, why not? Into the grooves. Yeah. I will put the ink into the grooves. I didn't know the name. Yeah, into those lines. So that's the one that is going to show later on the paper. So it's pretty much like drawing. Wherever mark you do, that's going to be black. The only thing is going to be reverse because it goes onto the paper. So you have to calculate what you want the final piece to be. Like if we work with lino, if you want to do a lino cut with this cutting tool, we will do the same. We can go like this. And this is the other way around, yeah? This is the other way around. So in this case, what we're gonna do is exactly the opposite than here. The result is wherever you are carving, that's gonna be clear, and we will put the ink all around it. So there are two different processes. They're both beautiful. They're both very, very nice, and I want to work on both. Okay. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Hope this is good quality. I mean, I've had problems with technical things and stuff, but yeah, I'll try to keep it up and keep on doing things like this. Okay, hope you like it, and hope it is useful to someone. Okay, guys, girls, everyone, stay calm. Bye. Love.